Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to the Puck Drops here. Welcome everyone to the Puck Drops here. Sorry for that. This is Peter Fivefoot, episode 10, another episode of the suspension coronavirus NHL simulation. Obviously, a lot going on with the coronavirus, a good amount going on with the NHL. Not too many players affected in the NHL, but a lot of human beings, a lot of people, influential people, and just human beings in general affected by this virus. So I'm hoping in this time of chaos, I can be a source of entertainment and such as the day goes along, the week goes along, and these months continue. Hopefully, it'll be done as soon as possible, but as long as the NHL is not playing games, I will be here with this wonderful series. So let's jump into it. The reason I have the LA Kings hat is a reason we'll see and we'll dive into of influence. The LA Kings, if you remember, coming into today, are last place in the Pacific Division, but in a funny twist of events, two teams ahead of them, the Anaheim Ducks and the San Jose Sharks, although not funny for these NHL franchises, because of more games played, although they are ahead of them in the standings, have already been eliminated in the NHL playoff race, but Los Angeles has not. They are still fighting. So let's get into it. The scores for today. Oh, I did the same thing I did last video. I went right to the division standings and not to the scores. So let's be able to do that right now. That was the wrong thing too. Excuse my bumbling and fumbling. Here we go. Washington plays Pittsburgh. Also, I apologize. Last time I did not preview the games for tomorrow. I will be doing that in this video. The Washington Capitals play the Pittsburgh Penguins, the fourth and final regular season meeting of the two NHL franchises. Pittsburgh plays Washington, and Pittsburgh beats Washington for the first and only time this regular season, 4-1. The game-winning goal scored by Jason Zucker. The Arizona Coyotes blank rivals Los Angeles 3-0. The game-winning goal scored there by Taylor Hall. In Dallas, the Stars take down Winnipeg 4-2 with a dominant win and a dominant game-winning goal scored by the captain Jamie Benn. The Rangers are upset in Buffalo, New York. The game-winning goal scored there by Rasmus Ristolainen of the Buffalo Sabres. A point shot, not deflected, although it looked like it had been. For the New York Islanders host the Carolina Hurricanes, and New York wins in overtime over Carolina. A game-winning goal scored by Josh Bailey. A very similar one, low post, to the one he scored against the Penguins last year in the playoffs. And the Chicago Blackhawks, hosting Nashville, finally beat the Predators, and a 3-1 win, finally beat the home, a 3-1 win to split the season series against Nashville, and a game-winning goal scored by the Predator killer, Patrick Kane. So we're going to standings now. In the Atlantic Division, the division winner, the Boston Bruins, have a 110 points with 75 games played. They have clinched a playoff spot and a division title and are the only Eastern Conference NHL franchise to clinch either and both of them. The Tampa Bay Lightning have 98 points and 76 games played, but are still out of a playoff spot just yet. The Florida Panthers are third in the division with 88 points and 75 games played. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 4 points behind them with 84 points and 74 games played. The Montreal Canadiens have 75 points and 75 games played. The Sabres have 75 points and 75 games played, but Montreal has a bit of a tiebreaker on them. That's why they're fifth, and the Sabres are sixth. Sabres are clinging to a thin string as well as Montreal is. Behind them, though, are the other Atlantic Division teams that are eliminated from playoff contention. The Ottawa Senators, who hold 65 points in 75 games played. but are eliminated, and the Detroit Red Wings, who hold 42 points in 76 games played and are also eliminated. In the Metro, the Philadelphia Flyers lead the division with 99 points in 75 games played. They are not in the playoffs just yet, but they have a 1 point lead on the Washington Capitals, who are in second place with 98 points in 75 games played as well. One game in hand are the Pittsburgh Penguins, who have 95 points, 3 points behind the Caps, and 4 points behind the Flyers, and 74 games played. The New York Islanders, also with 75 games played, like Washington and Philly, have 90 points and hold the first wild card spot. The Carolina Hurricanes have 88 points and have played 73 games, along with the second wild card spot that they hold. The New York Rangers are still out of a playoff position right now with 86 points in 75 games played. In seventh place are the Columbus Blue Jackets with 85 points and 74 games played. The New Jersey Devils still sit in eighth place with 72 points and 74 games played, and they are still in the playoff hunt, but also with Buffalo and Montreal climbing to the loosest of threads. In the Western Conference, in the Central Division, no playoff spots. Well, there are two playoff spots, but no other playoff positions or divisions have been clinched. The St. Louis Blues are atop the Central Division with the 100 points, 75 games played, and the knowledge that they have clinched a playoff spot, along with the second seed in the Central and currently in the Western Conference, the Colorado Avalanche, who hold 98 points in 75 games played. The Dallas Stars are in third place in that Central Division with 88 points in 74 games played due to that big win they just had over the Jets. They hold now a 5-point ledge over the Minnesota Wild, who hold 83 points and the second wild card position in the Western Conference and fourth place in the Central, 75 games played. So it helps that the Stars have a game in hand on the Wild, Avs, and Blues. The Jets have 82 points, 1 point behind the Wild, and 75 games played. The Nashville Predators also have 82 points, but a game in hand uh, with everyone in the Central Division except for Dallas with 74 games played. The Chicago Blackhawks have 79 points in 76 games played due to their defeat of Nashville. The Vegas Golden Knights in the Pacific Division have 92 points in 75 games played and are first in the Pacific Division. Second in the Pacific are the Edmonton Oilers, who trail 2 points behind Vegas with 90 and 76 games played, as was said in previous videos, the most games played in the Western Conference and in the Pacific Division. There are only two other teams that have as many games played, and that are the Chicago Blackhawks, who have tied the Oilers with games played, and in the Eastern Conference, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Third in the Pacific are the Calgary Flames, who trail Edmonton with two points, 88 points in 75 games played, and trailing the Calgary Flames in the division and owning the first wildcard spot are the Vancouver Canucks with 86 points in 74 games played. Vancouver has the most games at hand in the Pacific also. They will be playing tomorrow night, however, to line them up with all these other games that have been played. The Arizona Coyotes have 79 points in 75 games played. The Anaheim Ducks, with 69 points in 75 games played, have been eliminated from the playoffs. Seventh place are the San Jose Sharks with 67 points in 75 games played, also have been eliminated. In eighth place, surprisingly, are the LA Kings, who still are not eliminated with 66 points and 74 games played. And here comes the interesting part. Did I say still not eliminated? Yes, still, which is the perfect term to explain, because I was looking at, due to that loss, and now they've reached the games played that most of the Western Conference shares, around 74, 75, and the two teams that are right out of the playoffs, along with Winnipeg and Minnesota and Nashville, for all of those three teams, the LA Kings somehow it went down to goal differential, and the Wild have let up 11 goals, and the LA Kings have let up 14. And by goal differential, what that means is if the season were to end in this simulation today, the Los Angeles Kings, by allowing more goals, are officially eliminated from the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs. Very unfortunate and very strange, but a great team the LA Kings have soon. They got a lot of youth. They have a team LA Kings fans. So I hope all you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed a lot of bringing it to you. This, of course, is Peter Fivefoot, excuse me. On the Puck Drops here, we'll have another one. We'll have episode 11. Now the scores for tomorrow night this year. New Jersey against Columbus. The Vancouver Canucks, to fill that game in hand, are visiting the Sin City, see if they can get some Vegas luck against the Pacific leading Knights. The Colorado Avalanche are going to a place where they hold a lot of animosity with St. Paul and XL Energy to face off against the Wild. The San Jose Sharks are headed to the Saddle Dome to play the Flames. Anaheim takes on Edmonton in a rivalry game, and the Florida Panthers, in a huge rivalry game, go up to Scotia Bank Arena to face the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that's all for episode 10. Episode 11 coming up tomorrow night. Let's see if any teams clinch or any eliminations. I do not believe there will be any opportunity for playoff clinchers tomorrow, but there will be a lot of opportunities for playoff move-ups, and there could be a possible elimination to a local team of mine. Team very local, so we'll obviously see what that'll happen. But until tomorrow, stay safe. Be excited to film that video tomorrow, and happy hockey, everybody.